Hello boys and girls, just doing a very quick video for you guys on a trade that I'm looking to take at the moment. I know that you all really enjoyed the previous video that I put out because I got a lot of comments and a lot of feedback on that. So I thought we would do another one and maybe try and make this a little bit more of a regular occurrence. Obviously, we've had August, we've had the summer pass us by, so it's quite difficult to get things going there. I was on holiday for a little bit, the markets weren't great. So, but anyway, we're back into the swing of things now, and as I said, I want to try and make this a little bit more of a regular event. Plus, we've had some nice price action today, so today's as good a day as any to show you the setups that we look for this particular system, because we've got a nice swinging market, a nice trending market today, and hopefully, if the market behaves itself, I will be able to show you a nice trade here. Whether it works out or not, I'll be able to show you some good price action and show you what we're looking for when we try to take a trade. Now, as I said, the market's been selling off all day since this morning. We've had a few opportunities to sell today. This first one over here, or actually there was one previously over here. I just refreshed my chart. That was one over there which gave us a short entry which I got stopped out on. This one over here was one which we made money on. This one over here was one which we did not take because you would have been trading into S1 over there. Okay, so literally if you sell off from there, you're selling into S1. We don't like to do that. And this guy over here just took profit on that a little while ago, and the market's pulling back to the same place. So what essentially we're looking for right now is we're looking for the market to bounce off of this previous level of support over here, which was resistance here. This is the reason the market sold off a little bit before, just now. It was bouncing off of this previous level of support, which became resistance. The market's coming back to that level now. Now, if we can get a sell from this level, I'm going to be more than happy to take it. The reason is we've got a combination of things. We've got the moving averages lined up. Wonderful. We've got a previous level of support over here. Okay, so we've got support, which became resistance. If it turns over on this level again, then it's going to be resistance again. We're going to be looking to sell from that level if we get our technical signal. Okay, so as I said, that's just the beginning of the video, just sort of highlighting the setup that we're looking to take. If it doesn't bounce from this level, if it does break up through here, then obviously it's not something we're going to take, because that will invalidate the setup. Reason being, first of all, if we take a sell from this level, we're going to be selling into S1 if it breaks up above here. And that's the reason we didn't look to take this one previously. So the market has to hold at this level, has to respect it and show us that it's paying some respect. If it does, then we will look to get in on the trade. If it doesn't, then I guess this is a wasted video. So I'm not going to bore you and waffle on and talk about nothing. I'll come back to you when this sets up and when we enter into the trade. Okay, speak to you if and when this sets up. Hold tight now, speak to you soon. Okay guys, welcome back. So I've actually just entered into this trade over here. You can't see the signals on this particular chart because I'm not entering off a brokerage platform. I'm entering off our spread betting platform, which we're using at the moment and testing out for, because obviously we've got a lot of members in the UK and they keep asking us about spread betting platforms. So we are using IG Index at the moment to see if this particular system is compatible with that spread betting platform. If it is, then obviously we can recommend it to all of you guys, but that is besides the point. So we are in on this trade over here at 130.59. We've got our stop, let's just put in a line there. We've got our stop above this signal candle there. Okay, so this is our signal candle at the one that closed at 130.60. This is our signal candle. We've got our stop above at 130.70. So we've got pretty much 10 pips plus 1 pip for the spread there. Got our stop above this point. The reason that we put it above this point here is, yes, you could put it above the highs, but during our testing, ultimately we saw that if the market tends to break this candle here, it's going to break the highs anyway. So this is just a way for us to keep our stops a little bit closer, which allows us to trade with a more positive risk-reward ratio. So we're in at that point there. We're looking for 2 to 1. Ultimately, we're looking for the market to come down to this level down here at S2. And certainly 130.41. That wouldn't be 2 to 1 if it starts to turn around there. Obviously, we need it to come down a little bit further towards the 130.38 type level. What we'll be doing with this particular trade, because the market's been selling off all day, and the market has been quite heavy and everything, we will look to see if we can, if we get some momentum coming down to this level and it breaks through S2, then it's certainly something we'd be willing to entertain, to look to carry the trade through there and see if we can get some momentum and get more than a 2-to-1 or a 1-to-2 risk reward on this particular trade. But we're going to have to analyze the price action when it comes down here. If it starts to bounce, then I'll look to take profit. If it doesn't bounce here at all, then I'll give it a bit of room and I'll see if we can ride it for a bit more than the 1-to-2 risk reward ratio there. So just to recap, we've taken this trade here. The moving averages are aligned, which is wonderful. We've got a previous level of support, which is become resistance over here. Resistance once, now it's resistance twice. We've got our technical signals. The stochastics are crossing. The CCI is in the right place, so we are happy with that. It's at the right level, and ultimately now we're just going to ride the trade and see what we can get out of it. Again, I don't want to bore you, and I don't want to, speak mindlessly for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So I'll come back to you at the conclusion of this trade, good or bad, and we'll talk about the trade just one more time, summarize it another time, just so you really get an idea as to what it is that we're looking for when we trade and all of that kind of good stuff. Okay, so I will speak to you in a second, in a few hours, whenever it is. Hold tight, sit there, and yeah, speak to you soon. Okay guys, this is the final part to this particular video. I've actually taken profit on this trade. I didn't quite get the 2-to-1 there. I was looking for the market to bounce through this level. Bounce through it? What am I talking about? Break through the level, sorry. I was looking for the market to break through the level. It did not do that. It started to bounce up, and as a consequence of that, I didn't manage to get, the 2-to-1 was there. There was enough room for the price, but because I was waiting for the break and instead I'm getting the bounce, decided to take profit on that. It still is a positive risk reward trade, which is a good thing. The trade setup was absolutely fantastic. These are the ones that you want to wait for, guys. Literally, if you can wait for this on the range bars, you can wait for the range bars to start trending. You wait for breakthrough levels, pull back to a previous level of resistance or support, which becomes resistance, resistance which becomes support, whichever way the market is trending. If you can wait for these sorts of high probability setups, you will pay yourself in the end. Now, you're not always going to get paid, and we do have losing trades, and I'm sure one of the videos, if I do this more regularly, you're going to see some losing trades in there. So as I said, it's not a 100% system, but it is a very good system. And if you follow the rules to the system, then you will come out ahead of the game. And that means waiting for the higher probability setups. Wait for the markets to start moving. Okay, you don't want to be taking trades in this sort of action over here, where the markets are literally going sideways. Even though that's a technical setup, we've got the technical indicators telling us to get in there. You don't have momentum in the market, whereas this here, you can see that the market's been swinging down, and that's why you want to take those trades. So the keys to this trading system: wait for momentum, wait for the market to start trending, then wait for a pullback to a predefined level. Okay, you don't want to be, you can take the trades in the middle of nowhere, but it's much better if the trades are turning around at levels of previous support, which becomes resistance, like this guy here, or on the way up a previous resistance, which becomes support. So if you can take these trades from predefined levels and you're patient enough to do it, then they are the better trades. They're the more high probability trades that you'll be getting there. Okay, so you're waiting for momentum in the markets, you're waiting for a pullback to a predefined level, and then you're waiting for your indicators to line up, which is the stochastics to cross, the CCI to be at the right level. So obviously this is going to go out to the public, so I'm not going to advertise what the settings are for the indicators because it wouldn't be fair on our members. I apologize for those of you who are watching it who want to know the settings. I'll give you a little hint. It's the stochastics and the CCI that we use there. If you watch enough of these videos, you'll probably be able to put it all together, but it's not something that would be fair on our members just to literally advertise this. So yeah, so that's that. It was a good trade. We'll try and do a lot more in the future. Thank you very much for watching, and until the next time, good trading.